Okay, I wanted to have a look at some sort more family-sized motorhomes. This is a 4-berth. This is a Swift Voyager 574, sort of on an automatic Ford. And it's 68,995. This one, in the nice grey metallic. I think this is newly in as well. I think they haven't even put the wheel hubcap thing on there. Notice it comes with locking wheel nuts. That's interesting. Must be supplied by Ford like that. Okay, so we've got Truma heating, toilet cassette there, outside shower. Got the fridge there. On this side, we've got the gas bottles. It looks like 2 6-kilogram, I would think, in there. That's good. We've got a locker this side. It's quite a narrow garage type area. Notice there's access to the garage from inside there. There's a sliding door. It's always good to see. A couple of hanging points there. Rear view camera and nice big window on the back. Okay, there's a smaller access this side. Okay. There's your electric mains, USB, 12 volt, light in here. It's not a bad size. I mean, you know, awnings, chairs, most things that most people would use. Probably not bikes though, unless they're folding bikes. But you have got a bike rack on the back anyway. There's your water fill point. You've got the typical Swift electric point for using an outside pump. See if I can open that. Come on, that's it. Quite a good size locker there, quite surprising. Okay, that adds to your storage. Yeah. That's your wastewater drain there. There's the Swift, or the Hartel door. Here's the specs. So it's a Swift Voyager 574, 2 litre, 160 brake horsepower, Euro 6, 3.5 tonnes, driver or licence friendly. Got 4 seat belts, 3 double beds to choose from, and a large 6'4" by 5'10" bed transformed from the front lounge. So there's plenty of beds here, but there is a 4 seat belts. Okay, let's have a look inside. Okay. So it's still got the old gear selector here on the Ford Transit. So it is still, they're still using the previous, if I can put it, the previous model of the Ford Transit. Nothing wrong with it, as far as I'm aware. The only change I can see is that, but there may be things on the payload. I have a feeling that the newer one has a bigger payload. I'll put the figures for payload up on the screen here because that might influence your choice. I always think it's a bit of an issue when you've got a 6-berth van, or in this case a 4-passenger or 4 people seat, 4 seated things in here, that payload could well be an issue. And if you're carrying the clobber for 6 people, then might be even more of an issue. But quite a nice lounge. We're familiar with this sort of layout. You've got travel seats there. There's quite a long sofa here, but the travel seat is there, and there's another travel seat, I think, under here somewhere. Yeah, there. Yeah, so that makes into a travel seat, and a travel seat over there as well. So Again, you've got the curtains in here. We're looking at those compact Swift, and they've started putting little decorative curtains in, which is nice. I always like curtains. I think it just softens up the whole lounge area. Drop down bed here, a bit of a cut off, so you might be able to squeeze through the door there. Fortunately, that's locked. All right, let's have a look at the kitchen. Quite a big sink. Not much work top preparation there unless you put the flap up. Probably, yeah, cutlery drawer there. More drawers there, another one there, and big drawer here. Okay. Sure, I think that's come off its runners. No doubt they'll fix that. Electric hot plate, 3 gas. Single mains, USB, and that's the bed table controls there. Oh yeah, so same as ours. The table goes up and down and folds out to make a nice big table. Very handy for. Pull this thing out and put that down like that. So then you've got a nice big dining table there. And when you're travelling, you can put the table down, put that back. Yeah, it's good, the table in here. We like this table. I mean, the only thing I would say is that you've not got much space there when this table's in this position. It has got a handle under here somewhere. You can find it, there it is, and then you can slide it about, move it out of the way so you can get in there. The seats are quite comfy. The cloth seats, obviously we've got the plastic on them at the moment. Cloth seats at the front, and there's a forward seats a little bit, as you can see, a little bit lower down than the other lounge, so if you're eating from there you need to bring the table down a little bit lower. But yeah, it's a good lounge. It really is a good sized lounge. Right, in the shower area, and this is it's a bit of a wet room really. The space that you've got in the lounge is made up from what space you might have had in a washroom. So this is a little wet room. It's got the plastic cupboards here. It's all splash proof, of course. Folding sink. Goes down there somehow, that's it. And you've got a separate shower thing there. Sometimes they have the integrated one. You've got something to cover up your toilet roll. Toilet's on a bit of a step there, so check you're happy with that. And you've got tambour door to close it off, which is up. Oops, pulled the whole thing off there. I'll put that back in a minute. And you've got tambour door to close it off. Okay. Magnetic, so it doesn't rattle too much. I better put that back. Oh, the thing I was going to ask about the shower. Ours has got a duckboard like this. We took it out. We don't use it. Does anyone use the duckboard when they're showering? I always think it's there so you can step in to the toilet and the wash area just with your shoes on rather than getting the floor all scratched. But we don't tend to do that in our washroom, so we don't really need the duckboard. We don't do that in our shower, I should say. Anyway, by the by. Huge cupboard here. I would like a shelf across there. Just seems you've not got many things that tall. Seems a bit of a wasted space. Or better still, put a microwave in there. Yeah. Bit awkward to get in there for the people of shorter dimensions. Oh, I found the fridge. The fridge is a little bit hidden away. It is a standard sort of auto energy selection Dometic like ours. Double door. Less useful in this van because obviously you've got a wall here, so Truma solar controller. At the bottom, a little drawer for your pots and pans. You've got a sliding concertina door to close off the bedroom area. I think that on a clip or something. Yeah, like that. Okay. Must be a strap to locate that. Anyway, so I say bedroom area, it's a lounge at the moment, but no drop down bed in here, but that does make up into a bed, presumably. Under here, yeah, you've got a pull out thing that pulls out and do the other side, and that makes your bed up in here. So a lot of people will leave that made up permanently, but it does also mean that if you don't leave it made up, you've got quite a nice lounge here. Yeah, with a big window there, and obviously you've got windows either side. Got this drawer here, and it's a pull-out table, and it's very, that's huge. You could eat in here quite happily. If you've got a family, then you've got two areas. Perhaps the kids in the back here, play their games and whatever, and like a wardrobe area here. Mains 12 volt, but in here you've got some hanging space. It's okay. Cupboards at the back, still got its plastic covers on, I think. Yeah, it's still got its factory wrapping on, that's why it looks a bit weird. And another cupboard there. Yeah, more lockers. No, it's good. It's good. Which we'll check the payload there. So tucked away in the corner here is the Roller Team Auto Roller 707. This is 73,490, and this is a family van on a Ford cab. I'm going to struggle here because I couldn't get the lights on in here, but I think it's they're preparing this one, so there may be things that need doing on it. It's a nice black alloys. Okay, trim heating, fill points. Yep, outside barbecue point there. That's it. All right, Tony. It's a different door, I haven't really seen this one. Different handle. Okay. Bin there. Yeah. Different. That's quite a wide door. I'll come back to the specs in a minute. See if you can figure out how to get in the thing. There we go. Okay. Now this is a bunk bed one, so you have got the bed in its made up position here, or you can use this as some sort of garage here. If you've got it in a made up position, that's your storage space in there. There are tie downs there, there is a light in there. Obviously all the electrics are off on this. So like I say, I think they're working on it, so apologies for the lighting in here. I'm having to use my own light. It's a 4-bike rack on the back, rear view camera. Okay, on the other side you've got a similar sized door and outside shower point. Nice to see things like that. Toilets there. Looks like you've got quite a big fridge by the looks of it. Gas locker on this side. Okay, again that's locked, and you've got the Ford cab and a manual gearbox Ford. Okay, so this is a Roller Team Auto Roller 707, 2 litre, 165 brake horsepower, 6-speed manual, MTPLM 3500. It's 7.12 metres long, so not hugely long. But it is a family motorhome or group holiday, it says. Okay. Overall height 2.95, 2.35 wide with the mirrors folded. Let's have a look inside. There's a couple of steps up there. There's no entrance step there. Well, there's quite a step up. Got a grab handle there. We'll have a look in the lounge first. So I hope you can see this all right. Quite a nice sort of white upholstery in here. So sort of a leather effect. Huge picture window. Not much of a view at the moment. And on this side you've got the same sort of picture window. Got travel seats here. Obviously removable cushions when you're actually using them as travel seats. Quite a reasonable sized table. Not too big, I would say. It's obviously one of these ones that folds out to make a huge table. And I've got a drop down bed in here, which because the electric's off I won't be able to demonstrate, but you can see with this stop here how far it comes down, so you will need a ladder to get into this. The cupboards underneath the bed, and again presumably they have to limit how much you can store in there. You usually say, you know, something like 3 kilograms in each cupboard. Doesn't say, but yeah. TV points over here, mains and switch and everything. And you can see you've got seat belts, so you've obviously got travel seats here somehow. Oh yeah, sorry, there's the travel seats, what I'm talking about. Okay, let's have a look at the cab. And there's the Ford cab. Nothing unusual there. Like I say, it is on the older Ford cabs, so I suspect they're still trying to sell those. Still trying to get rid of their stock. Router there, Wi-Fi router. Okay, USB point there. Some nice little touches in the road, seems like this little mat pocket or something for your keys or something like that. Feels quite, well, it is quite spacious in here. And there's your bunk beds, these are your other beds, so one bunk there and one bunk there. So that's where you're going to get 6. So you make up this bed, presumably that bed, and 2 bunks at the back. Okay, got some speakers at the back. Little shelf at the top, quite handy. Somewhere to look out in the morning. And if you open the garage door, you can have a view to the world from your bed. Have a look at the washroom. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad washroom. Sink looks okay. No plinth or anything, toilet's at a good height. Yeah, I think it looks okay. You've got duck board in here, so you can stand in here. Yeah. Ventilation. Bifold door, and that will obviously close off the shower area. I can stand in here because it has got duck board, so not a bad size in here. There seems to be reasonable amount of room. Okay, so what we've got in the way of cupboard space. Yeah, quite reasonable. More underneath. It's not hanging space, but it is somewhere you can put stuff. Got the salad drawer and the rest of the fridge there. It might feel a little bit dark in here because you've only got one roof there and one at the front because of the bed in here, but there is a big window here. I mean, in the darkest corner of Todds' showroom, and I can't switch the lights on, so it is going to feel a little bit dark in here. reasonable amount of preparation, but not the biggest kitchen, is it? There's no pull-up flap there to give you extra preparation. So you will be using the table sometimes, I think, if you're going to chop some vegetables. Yeah, you've got a fly screen on the door. You have got the Roller Team touch panel there, which, like I say, because I've got the electrics off, I can't figure out how it works. But there you go. I never know, how to comment on these family vans, because we don't have a family van ourselves as such. But anyone who has got a similar van and takes 4 people or sleeps 6 in there, let me know how you get on with something this size. It would be interesting to know what it's like, particularly with regard to payload. What do you do? How much do you take with you? Where do you store everything? You find space for all your knickknacks. Yeah, I quite like roller teams. They're plain, but they seem to be well organised. And obviously, if you're looking at roller teams, then Todds is definitely the place to come, because they've got lots of them. A couple of island bed models. So first one is the Roller Team T-Line 740, 76,600 this one.